Hola! Today your video is on ordinal numbers. Okay, before we actually get into how to use them, we need to translate them. So we have primero, first, segundo, second. I know these are already so hard. Tercero, third. This is probably the one you've seen before, cuarto. Here we have fourth. You guys have seen this one with time. Like son las 3:15. So it is 3 1/4, or a quarter after 3. And then quinto, fifth. Okay, we also have sexto, or sixth. Séptimo, seventh. Octavo, eighth. Noveno, ninth. And decimo, 10th. What you're going to notice on your note sheet is that you also have the feminine versions of these, and you'll see some extra ones too for primero and tercer. We'll talk about those in a little bit. Okay, we have a couple rules to using ordinal numbers. The first thing is that they're used to place things in order, right? Or ordinal numbers, order, okay? Not difficult to remember. So, like first, second, third. Okay, the second rule is that only the first 10 are often used, okay? So first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 10th. The other ones aren't normally used that often, so any higher than 10, or 10th, I should say. Okay, rule number 3 is that they follow definite articles. As a reminder, your definite articles are el, la, los, and las. And they also precede nouns. Or, in other words, they come before. Okay, your example of this would be Jaime es el cuarto corredor, or Jaime is the fourth runner. So here you can see that cuarto is coming after the definite article, and then it's preceding the noun corredor. Okay, so it goes in between those. Okay, your fourth rule is that they also agree in gender. So if a noun is masculine or feminine, and they also agree in number, so if it's singular or plural. Okay, an example of agreeing in number and gender would be this question right here. ¿Cuáles son las blank corredoras? Okay, so if we wanted to know which ones were the first runners, okay, you can see here that las is plural and feminine, and so we also see that reflected in corredoras, okay? So if we wanted to say the first, we would take primero, okay? However, because it's feminine, we need to make it primera, and then because it's plural, we need to make it primeras, okay? So we needed to make sure that our ending matches as well. And that is agreeing in number and gender. Okay, 2 translations to try. Let's do the first one together. We have Alfonso is the 6th runner. So Alfonso es, okay, because he is a guy, el, okay, 6th, sexto, and then runner. Remember, going back to your other video, we have correr, which is to run, and to form runner, we just add our suffix dor. So corre, remember to drop the R in correr, corredor. So, Alfonso es el sexto corredor. Número 2. Juanita is the 8th runner, okay? I would like you to actually try this one on your own, and we'll go over it in class. Okay, the next one. When using and tercer. Okay, so when we have primero and tercero, so first and third, but we are using them before a masculine singular noun, they actually get shortened to primer and tercer. So remember, masculine singular noun. To show you an example of what that looks like. If I wanted to say that Francisco was the first runner, because Francisco, masculine and singular runner, el corredor, we change primero to primer. And similarly, Lorenzo is the third runner, would be Lorenzo es el tercer corredor. Okay, so this only works when the noun is masculine and singular. So if either of these were plural, like los corredores, so the runners, or feminine, like la corredora, we would not do this. Okay, one of my favorite things about using ordinal numbers is, at least in Spanish, is that they also abbreviate. Okay, so in English, how we do abbreviate them is we would do something like this: first or second. Okay, Spanish ones are a little bit different. What you've probably noticed throughout Spanish 1 is that number and gender are extremely important, and that also applies here. So primero, so first, we actually do use the 1, okay? However, because this is a masculine singular form of it, we put an O right here instead of an ST like we do in English. So primero. However, for primera, because it ends in an A, it becomes one with a little tiny A up in the corner. And then novenos, so ninth, we actually make it plural. Now these probably look pretty strange to you. However, they are correct. All right, we do have two strange ones. Remember how primero and tercero can drop that and just change to primer and tercer? So we have the ER here. So in order to use these ones, you actually put the ER in the upper right corner. So tercer. Okay, I would actually like you to try these ones, and we will go over them the day your video's due. Okay, adios.